Okay, it's recording.
A very good morning to our lecturer, Ms. Ang, and my fellow classmates. Today my teammates are Anya and Shafika. Our topic for today's presentation is going to be about masculinity and film. So before we start our presentation, we would like to show you guys a video which we made, yeah?
Power, and control. This logic fits perfectly with the study around the masculinity surrounding David Fincher's Fight Club. Sorry, Brad, but we're going to talk about it. The one that speaks of emotions, depression, masculinity, and what it means to be masculine in today's globalized economy. There are endless forms of masculinity, some associated with healthy and productive behaviors, others with destructive and harmful traits. Hyper-masculinity, which also referred to as toxic masculinity, which is one form of manhood that is characterized by demonstrations of physical strength, domination, aggression, and violence as a primary means of conflict resolution. Now, here are some examples of ways over the decades that can be
quotes that you can actually skim through right now. And all these quotes actually have one similarity. Anyone knows the similarity? Okay, I guess not. So all these quotes actually represent masculinity and the ideals of it all. So masculinity has long been referred as a test for men to show their wit, strength, and anything that's in the book of masculinity. So moving on, the quotes also relate to the film Fight Club, which is a 1999 film directed by David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden and Edward Norton as the narrator. So the film was actually adapted from the book of the same name, which was written by Chuck Palahniuk. And Fight Club is actually a classic film because it allows men to explore the subject of masculinity. So the film actually tells the story of the narrator, who is a depressed man suffering from insomnia. He then befriends this soap salesman, who is Tyler Durden, and together they start this underground fight club. So moving on, here are some of the keywords on masculinity and film. So as you can see, all these are set of attributes that's associated with manhood. All these ideas are regarded as something that's expected of men. So some actually feel that these ideas are those that are subconsciously present in men, but some believe that it's actually something that's conceptualized by performances. So this thus leads us to our first theory by Judith Butler on gender trouble. So in her book, Judith argues that gender is something of an improvised performance. So performance here is the key word. So performance is the display of an exaggerated behavior. So as you can see, performance is something that produces this essential masculine identity. So, for example, being strong, being powerful, being masculine is something that's associated as a forefront act for men to be regarded as a manly man. So, moving on, gender is constructed through the ideals and beliefs of the society. It is a socio-cultural reflection on how masculinity is viewed. In modern times, it focuses on values such as money, success, and competition. But this does not strip away from the normative ideas which are aggressiveness, dominance, violence, or even independence. But when translated into actions, these ideas become things such as fighting, smoking, or even drinking. Basically, all that makes a man a man. And apart from that, gender is also created by the act of one's performance. So it's something that's done repeatedly through time and done so through one's body. It's also a historical identity which is picked up with time. So Judith Butler argues that gender is something that's constructed, it's not something that's natural. For instance, if a rugged man has rugged qualities, he actually chooses to perform such a persona because he wants to act that way, he wants to be violent, he wants to be virile. Also, here is an example from the film where you can see the idea of masculinity is explored by exhibiting violence. Right, moving on to Anya. Hello?
Hi guys, now I'll be talking about Steve Neal or Steve Niale, or that's how you say it. Okay. To me, I would say he is the father of the theory of masculinity, as he once mentioned that there is a constant work to channel and regulate identification in relation to sexual division, in relation to the orders of gender, sexuality, and social identity, and authority marking patriarchal society. Next. Okay, as we all know that John Ellis once mentioned that cinematic identification involves two tendencies. One of it is narcissist identification and the other one is fantasies and dreams. For narcissistic identification, one has aggression and mastery, represents the ideal ego, a repressed persona in reality, and also enhanced by object of sexual desire. And where for fantasy and dreams, male characters are exhibited as being the aspiration of spectators, pleasure of seeing rugged male exercise brutality, and also an ideal machoism that is idolized. Men are not being questioned about their masculinity, only tested, whereas when it comes to women, they are investigated. Okay, now I'll be having a comparison about the characters in Fight Club, which is the narrator and Tyler Durden. The narrator here holds a white-collar job, he works a day job, lives in a mundane life, suffers from insomnia, and loves IKEA furniture. This clearly shows that he defeats every element of a masculine character. But for us, Tyler Durden, he is a soap salesman, he works a night job, he has countless work experiences, and he's the guy who created Fight Club and Project Mayhem. This clearly shows that he is the character who's more masculine compared to the other one. And here are some of the scenes of Tyler Durden showing his masculinity. Like as you can see, he's smoking cigarettes, he's showing a six-pack, he's talking with vulgar words, and he's having a gun.
Okay, next I'm going to talk about John Ellis' cinematic identification. He said, they provide representation of man as active and destructive, commanding, or excusing manifestation of passivity. So, John Ellis' cinematic identification has two, which is voyeurism and fetishism. Fetishism is the practice of gaining sexual pleasure by viewing when they're engaging in sexual activities. The keywords here is like distance, sexism between the spectators and the actors. Spectators is invisible. Recognition of self in the image. While fetishism is the compulsive use of some objects as part of the body, and also it's aid to sexual excitement. And long tie is a longing gaze, curious desire and identification of self with various positions. Here's an example of a voyeuristic attentivism. Like above, from the example is an example of voyeurism, and below here is an example of attentivism.
Okay, thank you, Aya. So moving on to Laura Mulvey's women's theory. So in her essay, Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, Mulvey argues that women are regarded as an object of spectacle. So they're primarily used as an object or to be looked at. So this can be seen through their strong visual or their erotic impact. Apart from that, they're also in the presence of voyeurism, so they're being objectified by another perspective. And in essence, what one can say is that on screen, men talk and women strips. So moving on, in the film Fight Club, there's only one main female character, and that is Marla Singer. And of course, she is portrayed as a sex object. So she's actually seen as a strong female persona, but she's actually a passive female. This is because she actually accepts or allows what happens to her or what others want happen to her, and she does so without resistance. And she's also a very largely unknown character, so she's a very ambiguous character. We don't know who she is, we don't know where she came from, and we don't know why she attends the support groups and lies about conditions. But one thing that's for sure is that her purpose in the film is just for one thing, which is to satisfy male desire. She is used as an object for sexual pleasure. And apart from that, she's also appealing to the audience in the sense that her pleasuring another man actually gives satisfaction to the audience. So moving on, this can be seen in how she herself understands that she's being used as a sex object. So I'll pass on to Anya.
Next, we're going to tell us Sigmund Freud's theory, which is the three-part of psych module, which is first is the ID, ego, and superego. ID is a curious instinct, ego is reality, and superego is reality. I'll explain further. ID is the dark unknown part of us. It controls us, but it's outside our conscious mind, which is that it's in our unconscious mind, which also argues in line in pleasure. While for ego, it's based on reality principles. It involves irrational thinking. It's often caught up between our ID and superego. While for superego, it's our morality. It's monitoring us, and it's making value and judgment. And the flight is also our ideals, morality and our ideals. Next, this is how the Sigmund Freud's theory is related to Fight Club. ID is how their net unconscious desire requests are free.